Walter had lived in the old house for 60 years, long enough for the wood to remember the sound of her footsteps, the walls to carry the echo of her laughter. Every evening he sat by the window, watching the garden she once tended, the roses wild and untamed without her careful hands. He still set 2 plates at the table, still turned to share thoughts with someone who was no longer there. The house was empty, yet never silent. Sometimes, in the quiet hours before dawn, he swore he heard the rustle of her dress, and the soft hum of an old love song drifting from the hall. One autumn night, as the wind rattled the shutters, Walter woke to the scent of lavender, the perfume she had worn on their wedding day. He followed the fragrance through the darkened halls, past faded photographs and dust-covered memories. In the parlor, bathed in moonlight, she was waiting. "You've been so lonely, my love," she whispered, her smile the same as the day they met. Trembling, he stepped forward, afraid she would vanish like a dream. But when he reached for her, her fingers were warm, solid. The old gramophone crackled to life, playing their song. He took her in his arms, and they danced, just as they had on the night he first knew he loved her. As the song faded, so did she, her form dissolving like mist in the morning sun. "Not yet," he pleaded, gripping empty air. She touched his cheek, her warmth lingering. "Soon," she whispered, and then she was gone. The house fell silent again, but something had changed. Walter no longer set 2 plates at dinner, no longer looked over his shoulder expecting to see her. He knew she was waiting, just across the threshold, where time and sorrow could no longer keep them apart. The next spring, when the roses bloomed, Walter took his final breath. And in that quiet moment, with the scent of lavender in the air, he felt her arms around him once more, leading him home.